Hello students, welcome back in your science class. Hope you all are well and studying properly. Today is your biology test. So let's revise our chapter which I have given in test, microorganism, friend and foe. Firstly, what are microorganisms? Microorganisms are the tiny living organisms that cannot be seen with our naked eyes. They can be seen only under the microscope. They are also known as microbes, and the science in which we study about microorganisms are known as microbiology. Microorganisms are found everywhere. They are found on land, in water, in soil, in air, even in our body. There are different types of microorganisms. Microorganisms are classified under different categories like bacteria, algae, fungi, protozoa and viruses. Let's we see about some microorganisms. First is bacteria. They are simplest unicellular organism. Unicellular means the organism whose body is made up of single cell. They are found in different shape. Rod shaped is known as bacillus. Spherical shaped they are known as coccus. Spiral shaped they are known as spirillum, and comma shaped is known as vibrio. They are invisible to the naked eyes, but under favorable condition they grow very fast. Next is algae. Algae contains chlorophyll, so they can make their own food. And unicellular organism is Chlamydomonas. Unicellular organism is Chlamydomonas, and multicellular algae is Spirogyra. They are plant-like structure, so organism, so they make their own food. Fungi are saprophytes. They cannot prepare their own food. They depend on others. And unicellular organism are unicellular fungi is yeast, and multicellular fungi is mushroom. Next is protozoa. Protozoa is also unicellular organism, and they are heterotrophs like amoeba and paramecium. Protozoa also cannot make their own food. And next is virus. Viruses are smallest microorganisms that can be seen under an electron microscope, and they can only multiply inside the body of host cell. Host cell means a body in which virus survive, and outside the host cell a virus does not show any characteristics of living organism. Bacteriophage, influenza viruses are some examples of virus. Microorganisms are also useful for us and harmful for us. So let's see some uses of microorganisms. Microorganisms are used in preparation of food items. Like when we prepare curd from milk, lactobacillus bacteria are used. Milk contains lactose. When we added a spoonful of curd in milk, there are lactobacillus bacteria multiplies and whole milk convert into curd. Cheese and paneer are also helpful by making lactobacillus bacteria or streptococcus bacteria. In commercial purposes, yeast is a microorganism which is used in the production of wine and beer. It is grown on natural sugar present in given grains of barley, wheat, rice, crushed fruit juices, and converts them into alcohol. So the conversion of sugar into alcohol and acids is in the presence of yeast is known as fermentation. Microorganisms also used in increasing the fertility of soil. We know that rhizobium bacteria present in the root nodules of leguminous plants and helps in the nitrogen fixation, and also some blue-green algae helps in nitrogen fixation. and nitrogen fixation help increase the fertility of soil. Microorganisms present in the soil also helps in cleaning the environment, even in sewage disposal. Microorganisms are also used in the preparation of antibiotics and vaccines. Antibiotics stops or kill or stop the growth of disease causing microorganisms. And antibiotic penicillium was discovered by scientist Alexander Fleming in 1928. And this antibiotic penicillium was discovered from fungus known as Penicillium notatum. So the fungus name from which penicillin antibiotics was discovered is known as Penicillium notatum. Sulfadiazine, streptomycin and tetracycline are some other antibiotics. Some microorganisms are very harmful for us. They are causing many diseases in human beings, plants and animals. And these disease-causing microorganisms are also known as pathogens. Here are some common human diseases which are caused by bacteria like tuberculosis, cholera, typhoid and pneumonia. These diseases are caused by bacteria. So they are also known as bacterial disease. Some diseases like measles, common cold, smallpox, chickenpox, polio, all these diseases caused by virus. So these are known as viral diseases. Malaria, amoebic dysentery caused by protozoa, ringworm disease caused by fungi. Some plant diseases like citrus canker, it is caused by bacteria, so it is known as bacterial disease. Rust of wheat is caused by fungi, so it is called fungal disease. And yellow vein of mosaic of okra or bhindi is caused by virus, so it is known as viral disease. Microorganisms also spoils food. When we eat this spoiled food, it makes us ill, even death. It causes death. So it is very necessary to preserve food to prevent spoiled from microorganisms. So there are some methods of food preservation. First method is drying or dehydration. The dehydration is the process of removal of water from the food. So it prevents from spoiling of food. Next process is freezing or refrigeration. Milk, fruits, vegetables, these are also preserved by refrigeration process. Pasteurization is also to preserve milk. Pasteurization is also a method to preserve milk. In this method, milk is boiled about 70 degrees Celsius for 15 to 30 seconds and quickly cooled. So this sudden changes in temperature kills the microorganism and prevents milk from spoiling. And then this milk is stored in pouch. Next is salting and adding sugars. Salting and adding sugars prevents spoiling to jam, jellies, pickles. Next is by use of chemicals like citric acid, sodium metabisulfate. These are some chemicals which is used to preserve food. Oiling is also used to preserve pickles. When we add oil in pickles, it prevents from spoiling. I hope all topics are clear to you. Now do your test with honesty. All the best.